Dublin. So I arrived in Dublin near the beginning of March. I was staying at the Abbey Hostel right downtown along the river. This was my first proper solo trip where I was traveling by myself and staying in a hostel for the first time, so that was a really neat experience. On my first day, I just sort of wandered around the city. I went over to Dublin Castle and did the guided tour there, which was really neat. We were asked not to take videos on the guided tour, so I got lots of photos, but these video clips here that you're seeing are stuff that I took afterwards when I did the self-guided tour. It was cool to see the parts of the castle that are still standing, like part of the original structure. There's not very much of it left, but it's always neat to see that stuff and to hear the guides give you all the history. That night I had some dinner at O'Riordan's bar. I think I had a lamb burger. I don't know, it was really tasty. And then I made my way over to the first pub of the night to start the pub crawl. Pub crawl! So we started the pub crawl at 4 Dame Lane, and then I believe we made our way over to Bad Bob's, then the Old Storehouse, then Whelan's Bar, and then finally we finished the night at Cooper Face Jack's nightclub. The pub crawl was a lot of fun. I actually ended up meeting a bunch of Canadians. So there was a Canadian from Manitoba, and then a couple of girls from Toronto, and then finally the French boys from Quebec. At one point when we were walking between pubs, we all sang "Oh Canada," because what else are a bunch of random Canadians gonna do? And here we are at Cooper's nightclub. This was definitely the highlight of the night. I spent the night just dancing with the girls on the dance floor. It was tons of fun. Alright, so this is day 2 in Dublin. Last night was honestly so much fun at the pub crawl. When I went on the pub crawl, I did not expect to meet a whole bunch of amazing Canadians, and also the French boys from Quebec, which is cool. I've never had any friends in Quebec. I feel like at this point I'm like collecting Canadian friends, getting people in each province. Yeah, it was good. Yesterday started off like a little bit rocky, just because I was just chilling by myself and wasn't really meeting anybody, but yeah, the pub crawl was really great. And then today, in like an hour or two, I'm actually meeting up with a couple of the Quebecois boys. We're going to a coffee masterclass thing. And then in the evening, I'm meeting up with the girls. They invited me over to their apartment to have pancakes for dinner. So that should be fun. So Dublin has been pretty neat so far. I'm having a good time. Here they have the city behind me and the river. I like Dublin. It's good. So first I met up with a couple of the boys from the night before, and we went to the Irish Whiskey Museum where we learned to make Irish coffee. Irish coffee is literally just whiskey and coffee and cream on top, but it was tasty and it's fun to learn the history behind this stuff. After this, we made a quick stop at a pub. Then we made our way over to the Teeling Whiskey Distillery, where we got to take a guided tour through there and see the whole process of how the whiskey is distilled from start to finish, and again learned lots of history about whiskey making in Dublin and all that fun stuff. After this, we made our way across the city and we met up with the girls to have pancakes for dinner, and then we just hung out for a while, went to a pub to finish off the night, and then I went back to my hostel, and the next morning got on the bus and went back to the airport and made my way back home to Scotland.
Oh Canada, we stand on our for thee. Of our land, glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. That was incredible.